viewpoint is that if you are dissatisfied or unhappy, then that means that you know what you want. So today I wanted to talk about success. The idea of success is kind of universal. It's kind of like achieving something, but the act of being successful, is kind of a social construct, or it is a social construct. A social construct is a sociology term, a sociological term. A social construct is something that is molded and created by society. It's basically an idea that is created by the people around you and by you being raised in that environment. But what defines success is a social construct, meaning that it's different for each society. So for example, in the United States, we might deem someone successful if they make a lot of money. Like say a wealthy business owner like Donald Trump or Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. You might deem someone successful for being popular, like Tom Cruise or Leonardo DiCaprio, or even in the motovlogging world, you might deem someone successful by how many views they get. Like the top motovloggers being Do It With Dan and Jake the Garden Snake. They are successful motovloggers, along with Chase on Two Wheels, along with a lot of other people. Baron Von Grumble, Royal Jordanian. But either way, we would agree that they are successful. But what you don't want to get into the mode is that you don't want to develop this idea that there is successful and there is unsuccessful. You know, you don't want to get into that categorical division of people, saying that if you don't fit this criteria, then you're not successful. Like for me, I have 55 subscribers as of today. So if I measured my success by how many subscribers I had, I might say I'm unsuccessful. But if you look at it as a spectrum, I'm more successful than I was in the past. Because of course I started off with 0 subscribers. So that's 55 more subscribers than I had before. But yeah, so we need to not think of ourselves as being unsuccessful if we don't meet a certain criteria. Because if we do that, then we think of ourselves as being failures. But here's another thing. I'm going to offer you something. And I come to this stop. This random stop before a curve, which makes no sense. Perhaps it makes a lot of sense. Perhaps it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I'm gonna offer you this controversial, not necessarily controversial, but I'm gonna offer you an alternative viewpoint. My viewpoint is that if you are dissatisfied or unhappy, then that means that you know what you want. So if you are unhappy, you know what you want. And if you know what you want, then you are motivated. A lot of people look at failures and mistakes as unmotivating factors. Like if you go into work and you didn't meet your quota, or if you're in college and you didn't do good on your test, you look at that as a failure and a reason to quit. When in fact you should look at that as a motivating factor. Because the second you do bad, you know you didn't want that, and you know what you do want. I mean, initially yes, it's gonna be a painful thing. Like last quarter I got 3 C's and a D+, okay? And immediately it was crushing for me. So after that failure, I knew exactly what I wanted and what I didn't want. I knew that I wanted to do better, and I knew I didn't want my GPA to drop anymore. And yes, it was painful, but it was also a motivating factor. Because if you know what you don't want, it's a lot easier to know what you do want. And we need to see life as a stepping stone process. We need to realize that those who are successful weren't always successful. That they started somewhere, and they probably started in a similar spot to us. They might have actually had more barriers in their way, whether that be poverty or racial barriers or gender barriers. We need to stop looking at success as a destination, and although it sounds cheesy, look at it more of a process. That RV. Was that climatic or what? So we need to look at success as more of a journey. It's all about the journey. It's all about the climb. It's all about the climb. I think that was a Hannah Montana song, like probably 3 years back or something. But yeah, it really is about the journey, and we need to stop looking at our defeats as defeats and look at them as a learning process. Look at them as motivating factors. Motivation is the desire to put forth effort. I think that's how I would define it. The desire to do something, the desire to achieve success, or to achieve a success. When it comes down to the wire, only you can motivate yourself. Your friends can egg you on, your parents, your spouse, your children. They can all kind of like support you, and that's good. But when it comes down to the wire, only you can motivate yourself. And you really have to appreciate the little things. You have to appreciate the journey to success, and the success is to success. If that sounds if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, I just want to wish everyone the best of luck with all of your endeavors and goals, and encourage you to find whatever makes you happy. And if you're dissatisfied, that's a good thing, because it tells you that you know what you want. So good luck out there, and hope you find what you want. I have no idea where I am.